Hey, my name is Dennis Young. I am currently a senior in college here at Southeastern University, and this presentation is for Introduction to Humanities, engagement number 3. I went with under the discuss option, option 13, the art talk. And today I'm going to be discussing briefly on the song Vienna by Billy Joel. See, the reason I chose this song is because I've grown up listening to Billy Joel. My dad introduced me to him at probably the age of 13 or 14. And I love how he incorporates the piano into his vocals, and really was paving a way in his time, creating emotional connection to the listener. And I view this song as almost myself, as someone who is always striving to go further and do more stuff, and not realizing that I can slow down and be in the moment because what Billy Joel says, Vienna waits for you. The historical cultural context behind this piece, Billy Joel released this album, The Stranger, in 1977, in which the song Vienna was on the B side, so the flip side of the vinyl. When released, Billy Joel was really just creating music that was going to appeal to the 70s and 80s era, but also creating that emotional connection where he could really get with the listener. As you might know, he was known as the Piano Man after his iconic song Piano Man came out. But really, he had a way of disconnecting from himself, really getting into the participative experience, but also providing that to the listener. For myself, being able to listen to a song and not just hear it, get with the rhythm or sing along, but really have a connection saying, man, when I look at this piece, that seems to be me in some ways. And I think he just does an incredible job of doing that. How I received the text, looking at the beginning of the song, it starts off with a keys piece, and it really sets the whole theme for the entire song. He's going through. It's an elegant. It's setting up the entire song, and when he drops in the vocals, he goes right into the first line, which is "Slow down, you crazy child," and I just think that's incredible because he catches your attention right off the bat, instantly, because you're like, okay, slow down, crazy child. Well, what does he want to say? And that really sets up the entire song for you to listen and to realize the meaning behind it. I will be honest, it took me a couple times. At first it's very catchy, so I was listening to it. But as I continued to listen to this song, I began to understand what he was trying to say behind it. Again, Billy Joel, the creator, was born May 9th, 1949. He's a composer, songwriter. He sold over 160 million copies of his music. He streams on every platform today. He still lives today. He lives up till present. And he is one of the most successful best-selling authors in music of all time, creating multiple iconic pieces such as Piano Man, Uptown Girl, and Vienna as one of them. I think for this song, the movement of the song carries through. So it starts off with a keys piece. It goes into the little bit of slower vocals, but then it starts to pick up and really give that emphasis on here's how we want the rhythm to transition to a faster pace. We're really he hits some high notes, saying he's really trying to, starting slow, saying, okay, here's what's going on, but transitions to a point of saying, listen, this is what you have to do. If you miss out on the greatest years of your life, what are you doing? If you can't slow down enough to see the things around you and to enjoy your family and friends that are right beside you now, with always looking at forward and always striving, then you'll never essentially make it to the point that you're trying to get to. And that's what I think is so powerful, so key to this when describing the music. Along with this, I keep going back to it, but I've always wanted to learn the piano pieces on it because as he goes through, each piece just really blends with what he's trying to say at each part of the song. And I think that when Billy Joel created this, he is the main character. He does this in a lot of songs, especially in Piano Man. When he wrote the song, he's the piano man. He's in the bar and he's singing for these people and he sees all these different people. But that's the same thing in Vienna. It was later when he retired in music, he said that he didn't create any more music because he couldn't put out as good as he wanted it to be. And I think that really reverts back to this song, because he's realizing, man, I am the person in Vienna. I am the person always striving, but maybe it's my turn to slow down and to really listen, and be in the moment and enjoy it. So, in conclusion, I believe this is an incredible piece. I believe that I encourage anyone watching this video, anyone hearing my description of it, I hope that it inspires you to go listen to it and hear each piece, and to realize that life is short, and that it is really up to us to slow down, live in that moment, because ultimately Vienna waits for us. Thank you so much.